So the AP program's been around for a really long time. When I was in high school, a bunch of my friends and I were always competing to see how many APs we could take. Even today when I work with students, I have students coming up to me all the time asking, well, should I take this one? Should I take that one? Is AP Seminar okay? How many APs should I actually take? So today I'll be answering that question. So here's the thing, not every school is going to be the same. Schools have different policies. There are actually a group of schools that don't even allow students to take APs to kind of remove this sort of stress ball that AP is kind of placed in high schools. But I'm going to be talking generally about the trends that I've seen. So here's my disclaimer. I work primarily with students in Southern California, and I've also worked with students who attend selective high schools throughout the country. So I'm going to be talking from that perspective. Not all of your schools may be the same. Some of your schools may offer more APs or fewer APs, and some of your schools won't even allow freshmen or sophomores to take AP classes. So please take my commentary with a grain of salt because it may not apply to you. Starting in ninth grade, a lot of schools don't allow freshmen to take AP classes. There are a few exceptions, so generally speaking, one AP may be appropriate for you if you go to high school that allows you to take an AP class. And that AP class is AP Human Geography. It's a pretty easy class. There's not a lot of writing, there's not a lot of memorization involved, but it allows you to get exposure to what the following history courses will be in high school. According to College Board, in 2020, over 150,000 students took AP Human Geography, so we know that a bunch of kids are doing that. Some other high-frequency courses that freshmen do take in high school are AP World and AP Computer Science Principles, as well as AP Language. Maybe these students kind of grew up speaking a language, so they feel prepared to take the AP in that language. Going on to sophomores. So again, here in California, sophomores generally don't take a lot of APs either. I've seen one, I've seen two. The most I've seen in my experience has been 3 AP classes, but that's on the high end. It's kind of a lot to ask a sophomore to take a college level course. So only take AP classes in your freshman and sophomore years if you feel truly ready for that level of work. The one that most sophomores take is AP Euro or AP World. And here's the thing, I actually don't think they should really be taken in sophomore year because the amount of reading and writing involved is high. So if you're a really strong reader and writer, feel free to try these classes. If you want to challenge yourself, my recommendation is that you prep early. So during the summer before, if you don't have any AP work, you could still get ahead in the textbook by reading through it, looking up keywords that you may not know, or taking notes. So among some of the other more popular classes among sophomores is AP US History, AP Computer Science Principles, and AP Bio. So by sophomore year, students have a kind of a hold on what kind of subjects they're better at. So we see students taking more AP Science classes or AP Math classes as well. Okay, so junior year, all bets are off. This is where the frenzy starts. Everybody's taking a bunch of classes. So over here in Southern California, the number I see among really competitive students is around 4 AP classes. So anywhere from 3 to 5. So here are the 5 most popular classes that juniors take throughout the United States. First one is AP Bio. We have AP Calc AB, although quite a few take BC. AP Lang, that's the most commonly taken class among all classes. We have APUSH, and then we have AP Psychology. Should you take that many classes? I don't know, that's up to you, right? You, hopefully, by junior year, you will have taken some honors classes or even an AP class to kind of get your footing in, right? So you know best for yourself if you're ready for that amount of rigor. Is it worth it to take that amount of rigor? Not necessarily. Like, colleges aren't expecting you to take 4 or 5 AP classes. I think this expectation is a little bit unfounded among people. Colleges care that you make the most of your opportunities. So if you're really good at English and history, and then you're like forcing yourself to take AP Calc, even though Calc isn't your best subject, that's not going to be good for you. It's not going to be good for your application. It's not going to be good for something you need in the future. So I really want each student to think for themselves what they're capable of and what they're good at instead of comparing themselves to all the other really competitive students at their school. Remember, everybody's journey is unique. So here's some stats for your perspective. In the year 2020, 2.6 million people took AP exams. Now you gotta remember 2020 was the year that everybody was doing AP exams online, so there was a dip in the number. Usually the number is a little bit higher, but still 2.6 million people took exams. Among those 2.6 million, about 55% took just one exam. Then we have 24% who took 2 exams, 12% who took 3 exams, and then 5.6% who took 4 exams. So you'll see the vast majority of students aren't taking more than 1 or 2 exams. So there are kids who took 5 AP exams, that's 2.2% of students, around 58,000. And then if anybody really wants to know, there were 18 kids who took over 10 exams in 2020. Please don't be one of them. I remember sitting in on a talk with a former admissions counselor at UChicago, and he saw a student who'd done something like that, and he's like, next. We don't want a student who spends his or her life taking AP exams. It's kind of not what they wanted to see with that student's use of time, right? How much could they have done otherwise instead of just taking these like crazy 4-hour exams? So then we get to senior year. So over here in California, students actually progressively add more by the time they get to senior year. So most juniors take 4, but then seniors usually take 5 or 6. And the biggest reason is that in senior year, a lot of the AP classes that are offered are only semester-long classes. So instead of covering like 20 different topics like AP Calc does, a lot of these AP classes in senior year only cover like 7 or 8 topics. So then students will take one AP class one semester and maybe switch to another the second semester. So some of the most popular ones that I see my students take is we have all the AP sciences, right? So that's AP Bio, AP Chem, or AP Physics. Then the big one here in California is AP Gov and AP Econ. So those are both semester classes, so kids take 2 at one time. We also have AP Calc, because of course now kids are maxing out their math level. And then we see some of the other popular ones that you've already seen. So we've talked about AP Psych. Another really common one is AP Environmental Science. And then of course a lot of students in senior year take AP Stats if they don't want to do calculus or if they've already done calculus. And then we have AP Lit, which 280,000 students took in 2020. So here's a little note. These data that I have from College Board are about the students who took the AP test. These don't represent the students who took the actual class, though the number is going to be a little bit higher because not every student who takes the class takes the test. Although I really think you should. If you study really hard, why not take the test to get college credit? So then all in all here in Southern California, the average number of classes that I see students take is around 8 to 10. So here's the thing, colleges don't really care beyond 8 really. Like there's really no added gold star for taking 1 million AP classes. And in fact, AP used to offer this like sort of reward called like the AP Scholar program, where if you took a bunch of AP classes, they'd give you these like honors, like you're AP Scholar if you took X amount of classes, you're National AP Scholar if you took X amount of classes. And they're actually removing that because I think College Board is starting to realize that it's kind of unhealthy, this fervor over the number of AP classes that kids can get on their transcript. So just to give you some perspective, if you look at the nationwide data, there is about 3.2 million kids who graduated from high school in 2020, and of those, 2.6 million took an AP test. Now, of those 2.6 million who took an AP test, how many classes did they take across all 4 years of high school? Well, over 98% of students took 6 or fewer classes. So we're talking about less than 2% of students who took more than 6 AP classes. So there's not this huge like need for you to take all these classes. In fact, when we start looking at like more than 7 or more than 8, the number diminishes by huge numbers. So please don't feel like you need to take all the AP classes your school has to offer. Really try to focus on what your strengths are. So how many AP classes do kids at your high school take? How many are you planning to take? If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave one below. Otherwise, if you found this content helpful, feel free to like the video or subscribe to our channel.